So allegedly, Mahmoud Khalil was born in Syria and is a citizen of Algeria. My opinion to the administration, my advice, because I will be going to the White House later today and seeing some folks, my advice both publicly and privately is very simple. Don't make Mahmoud Khalil the singular martyr here. Start rounding up dozens of these people. Make it a group of people. It is a lot harder to have a mass resistance in favor of a group, because then it just looks like a terror group, than one person, because then Mahmoud Khalil is going to start to become a larger-than-life figure. People are going to start wearing pictures with this lunatic's face, and they don't underestimate the left's desperation to get out of the wilderness and out of the abyss. Their desperation to try to climb out of this hole that they're in. And they are in a hole. They're in a bad position, but they're starting to wake up. And we can't be too high in our own supply, acting as if the Democrats are going to continually be in this position. They're going to adjust. They're going to adapt. It is driving them nuts that they don't control the federal bureaucracy right now, that they don't control the White House. They are going to adjust. Our enemy is going to come back twice as hard, and we better be prepared. They're not just going to roll over and say, here are the keys to the entire country. Here's Rashida Tlaib, a very suspicious individual, who says this is a big deal about Mahmoud. There is a pro-Hamas wing of the Democrat Party. In fact, I think it might be the entire Democrat Party. Now, I don't know if the pro-Hamas strategy is smart for the Democrats long term, but I do think it will absolutely wake up their rank and file. I think their rank and file, the college-educated white young liberals of New York, L.A., Boston, Portland, and Seattle, they're the same people that they will change out their shirts. At first, the shirt says, get the vaccine or else you're a terrible person. Then the shirt says, Black Lives Matter. Then the shirt says, no justice, no peace, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, which is a call for the abolition of the state of Israel and the murder of Jews. Play cut 63.
Everyone should be concerned about this. Last night, plainclothes agents approached Mr. Khalil and his wife as they were coming back home. He's a student at Columbia University. She's 8 months pregnant. They're coming back from Iftar because it's a holy month of Ramadan. And they get approached. And at first, again, they didn't identify themselves as Homeland Security agents. They proceed to threaten the wife before they take him into custody. We're finding out that information is coming out that they were revoking his student visa. Well, guess what? He doesn't have a student visa. He's a green card holder, a legal permanent resident. Again, they proceed to engage the attorney this way. He or she asked for a warrant. They hung up on them. If you believe in constitutional rights, if you understand that they're targeting this person, and everyone knows he has been very vocal against the genocide of the Palestinian people in Gaza, and they're targeting him and refusing him constitutional rights, who's next?
Okay, a couple things wrong with this. Number one, he's not a citizen. Green cards can be revoked. Hilarious to hear Rashida Tlaib all upset about constitutional rights after peaceful January 6 protesters were hunted down by the FBI for the last couple of years, and Siaka Massaquoi, who did not go foment rage in favor of Hamas, but instead took a step into the Capitol and a step out, had his pregnant wife hunted down by FBI agents at Van Nuys Airport whichever one it was, Burbank Airport in California. Really funny to hear her so concerned about this, but Mr. Khalil, Mahmoud Khalil, does not have a right to be here. You must earn your right to stay at the United States of America. And he has lost that privilege. He has lost the privilege to be here. This is cultural suicide. This is not what the founding fathers had in mind. By the way, as we're talking about it, Blake should pull up some of Thomas Jefferson's very crisp comments on Mohammedism. The founding fathers were no fans of Islamism at all. Some people say, the founding fathers didn't comment on Islam. That is not true. Thomas Jefferson fought the Barbary Coast Wars, our third American president, and spoke extensively about the medieval savagery of late 1700s and early 1800s Islam. Hasn't changed that much, actually. The Barbary Coast Wars were actually in Libya, that the American Navy led lent support to. But actually, I do agree with that. That would be a good op-ed. What did the founding fathers say about Islam? It'd be a very interesting little nugget. We'll get those quotes. We're going to read them later in the program. But the founding fathers that would say, let's just go allow the importation of people who hate you. What Islam has shown to be in Europe, what Mohammedanism has shown to be in Europe, is the rusty sword that is slowly slitting the throat of the West. Why would we keep these people here? Go back to your own country.